You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Hello lovelies, welcome to this new video. It's a very special video. As you may or may not know, I am slowly diving into romance and I've been enjoying it a lot, and so I want to discover more of this genre. I want to read more of it. There is this one author who comes back a lot when I talk about romance, and it's Penelope Douglas. I've been seeing her a lot in my For You page on TikTok. I've been seeing a lot of her books, and I thought, you know what, you may as well want to read her books, but you're not sure if you're gonna like them, and I thought I could put these books to the test for you, read them, bring you with me on my journey, let you know what I think of it, giving you updates while reading them. My judgment might not be as constructive as a romance reader, obviously. I'm here for the fun. I am used to reading fantasy, and fantasy is a very heavy genre. I'm not waiting for too much from a romance. I'm not here being like, ooh, there was a lack of that, or there was too much of that. I think I'm just gonna be like, oh, that was cool. I will read 4 of her most famous books, and these are Punk 57, obviously. I've seen it for so long on my For You page, I have to read it. Bully, Credence, apparently her spiciest book. Well, I will be the judge of that. And the last book will be Corrupt. I am keeping Birthday Girl for a separate video because I'm really scared about this book, and I just want it to have its own video. If you want to see me judge books, well, just keep on watching. I think it's gonna be fun, I hope. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'm currently reading Punk 57. I'm 23% in. For now, I don't really understand the hype because I feel like I'm reading a bad One Direction Wattpad fanfiction. I mean, there's a playlist at the beginning of this book. Who does that? Where am I? I'm on Wattpad? I just picked up the camera because I read something that makes me cringe. This guy is a bully. He's a bully. Why do you like this book so much? What is it? Hi, it's a while later now. I am now 45% into the book, and I have a funny story to share with you. I was in the doctor's waiting room waiting for my appointment, and I was reading, you know. Of course, I had to wait 1 hour, so I read a lot. And came the smut in the waiting room, full of people. That was so hard to keep a poker face on. I was just like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Not in the waiting room. Yes, I read smut in my doctor's waiting room. That was iconic, I think. I actually really like it. I think it's really good now, even though I'm a bit skeptical about Misha because he has some weird moments going on here, okay? But I feel like I still like it, and I like his relationship with Ryan. Oh gosh, I don't know how you pronounce this, but I like his relationship with her. Oh my god, when he said and she said loser, I was like, okay, I'm falling for this. Hello guys, it's another day and I am 68% into Punk 57. Ryan, gosh, we're just gonna call her Ryan, okay? Ryan just found out that Mason is Misha, so they had a fight, and I'm sad. It made me really sad seeing them fight together. I'm so sad. I still don't know if I like Misha, to be honest. He's weird. He says really mean things to Ryan, and then he just goes like, I love you, and I'm like, is that love? Really? I know that there's a thin line between hate and love, okay? I know, right? But it's too much. You're hating her too much. But I'm really sad that Ryan is pushing Misha away. Don't push him away. He's actually cute. My god, even me, like, I just can't make up my mind, really, because I'm like, I don't really like him, but then I'm like, but he's so cute. Or maybe I'm just f***ed up. Hello from me and my morning face. I just finished Punk 57 and I think I liked it, actually. I know that I've been saying a lot of shit about it, but I think I quite liked it. I liked the whole story with Manny. I liked how the book talks about bully in school in a very true way. Like, it kind of hit home reading about this, reading about Manny especially. Really liked this character. I really liked also obviously Ryan and Misha's love story. They were so cute, even though Misha is kind of a bully at first. I liked the ending. I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars out of 5 because the beginning was a bit weird for me and I kind of felt like I was reading a One Direction fanfiction at some point, but then it kind of felt like a book, and a book that talks about really sensitive subjects like bullying. Which leads me to my next Penelope Douglas reading, and I think that's gonna be Bully. Okay, so I didn't expect this video to turn out into a reading vlog, but I guess here we are, it's happening. So, well, welcome to this reading vlog after you've watched me read the first book the last 5 minutes probably, because I didn't film that much. But hey, so I'm gonna read Bully and I will keep you updated. I'm quite excited about this book. I don't even know what it talks about. I just guess it's about a guy who bullies this girl and they will fall in love with each other, because why not? You can fall in love with your bully. Can you? I'm literally on page 9 and this book is already so amazing. It's just so good. The tension, guys, the tension. I love it here. I'm into it. I'm into it. Wait, I'm confused. So the main character is called Tate. Makes me think of American Horror Story. So I pictured Tate as a boy, but it's a girl. Wait! She's going to France? Come here. Jared, is that him? He was exactly the person I'd hoped not to see tonight. That's the bully. His eyes met mine with surprise, followed by immediate displeasure. The I can't stand the inside of you, so get off my planet look. I think I like him. Oh my god! Guys, somebody's called Jess Cullen. I'm getting that Twilight vibes. I love it. Okay, so from what I understood is that Jared and Tate were friends, and then Tate kind of changed and he became a bully towards Tate for no reason. I think that's what I got. I'm on page 40. I am procrastinating. I hate it. I can't concentrate and I always go to my phone or my computer and I need to stop. I need to read. Come on, Julie. I kind of like it for now, even though it's a bit weird because he's a bully, and so I feel like it's not good to like him. Like, it's not morally good to like him, but I think there's gonna be a reason behind him bullying her. I hope so. Fingers crossed, because otherwise it's weird. But hey, I need to read and I need to stop going on my phone. Yeah. Guys, what did I just read? Jared says she's off limits. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. What? Okay, I'm into it. I'm so into it. I love him. Yeah, feminism, I don't know her. If she's off limits, she's off limits. I am 12th person in Bali and I absolutely adore Tate. She's so cool. She's a queen. I love her. I stand a queen. Anyways, I'm gonna stop reading for now. I'm gonna take a shower, eat something, maybe watch a bit of YouTube or Gilmore Girls, I don't know, and I will go back to my reading after that. So I will see you then in a few seconds for you, in a few hours for me, I think. I lied to you. I've been reading while eating. I want to be at 30% tonight. It's 9 p.m. I'm gonna do this. Guys, Jared just said, if I ever lay my hands on you, you want it. I know it's cliche, okay? But the power it holds on me. Oh my god. Good morning, guys. I read a bit more than what I was expecting last night. I am 66% into the book and I didn't update you. I'm a failure. I'm sorry. A lot of things happened, like a lot. And now I feel like you're missing out. Jared is a king and I love Tate even more now. And last night I realized that actually Bully is a series. There are other books, but I think it's like on other characters. Like the next book is on Maddox, I think. Then there's another book that is on Casey, and then I think it's again on Jared and Tate. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna try and update you, not like yesterday. And yeah, sorry. I love how this book is an entire cliche by itself and I am falling for it. Tate was just talking with a guy and Jared was like staring at her and at him, being so pissed off, And I was just like, why am I falling for that shit? Oh man, I just love it. So I haven't read a lot this morning. It's 2 p.m. I thought I would grab a Starbucks, but then I told myself, no Julie, you finish Bali first and then you go and grab a Starbucks. I am 86% in, so it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna do that and then I will grab a Starbucks. Something just happened in the book. I was actually about to pick up my camera and tell you that I feel like this book is going on for too long. Like, I felt like everything was just settled down, everything was fine between them. I was like, why is the book still going on, you know? What the what the just happened? I'm gonna cry. Guys, I just finished Bali and I was a bit confused at the end because, spoiler alert, he offers her a bracelet with her lifelines and I didn't get it. I was just like, okay. There was a phone, there was like a cell phone, oh gosh, I can't even remember what, a key, something else, and a heart, and he said that the heart was for him, but then it was like, what are the other things for? I don't know, it got confused, but hey, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars out of 5 because it was really good. I absolutely loved it. Jared is amazing. I loved him so much. I know it's like he's a cliche, he's a real cliche and kind of like hard-in cliche. It's really weird for me to say hard-in. I read after when it was like the One Direction fan fiction. Awkward moment in my life. He's kind of like the very bad boy but so into this girl, but he's like, no, I don't love her, and so he ruins her life because he doesn't want anyone else to approach her. Tay is cool. I loved her so much, even though at some point at the end she kind of annoyed me because, I mean, she annoyed me, but at the same time I was like, no Julie, like, it's okay, it's normal. She didn't trust Jared, of course, because of everything that he has done to her, and I was kind of like, come on girl, he hasn't done anything bad, but well, I mean, he did, but not this time. And so I was like, come on, just trust him. But she was like, no, I can't trust him. This book was amazing, totally recommend it. I prefer this book to Punk 57. I think it was so much better. Amazing, loved it. I'm gonna go grab a Starbucks and I will start Credence or Corrupt, I don't know yet. I think Credence. I might start Credence tonight, so I will update you of course, but let's go grab a Starbucks first. I'm gonna start Credence. I know it's one of the spiciest book. I mean, it's like TikTok spiciest book. I'm kind of scared about this book because I read the synopsis and it sounds really weird. Like, her parents die, so she goes to her father's stepbrother's house and he has 2 sons and she's in the woods. I don't know, it's just so weird, okay? I'm really curious about this book. Kind of nervous as well because is it gonna be good? I don't know, but hey, I'm here to put this book to the test, let you know if it's worth reading it or not. So I'm really happy to be your experiment. Anyways, I'm gonna read it. Okay, I already have things to say about this book. It starts with a playlist. You've got to be kidding me. Are we on Wattpad or what? Not a playlist. Come on, Ariana Grande. Okay. And it's 500 pages long. What? Is this fantasy? It better be a good plot, you know? 500 pages long. Tiernan, it's the girl, right? Anyways, let's start this. 500 pages. I'm gonna die. 500 pages. Who does that? For romance. Is that a romance? What's gonna happen? Oh, guys, I'm so scared. So I just started it, took a shower, and now I'm started it. And what the f, it starts so heavy. I'm on page 6. What's happening in here is the most terrible thing ever. Okay, what the fuck? There was sexual tension between the father's stepbrother and Tiernan, I don't know her name, I'm sorry. What is going on? She said he was probably late 30s, early 40s. I think she's 17 years old. See, this is why I'm scared for Birthday Girl. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this. It's so weird. It's just so weird. I feel like this book already makes me think of The Shining. I feel like it's gonna be a very claustrophobic mood, if that makes sense. It's in the forest with nothing around, no Wi-Fi, no internet. She's gonna get killed. Jake, the father's stepbrother, says we'll protect her from the big bad elements. And there's a man who says, when have you ever been able to control Caleb? And Caleb is Jake's son. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen, and I'm not ready for that. So now Caleb lives on the 3rd floor, and it's the only room there. There is nothing else, just him. Caleb's room is on the 3rd floor. It's the only room up there, so no need for a tour. It's got a great view though. He likes space. He just said, keep that in mind when you meet him and don't take anything personally. Guys, I'm so scared. They are killers, they are murderers. I don't care. It's not romance. I'm not reading romance. I'm just reading The Shining. They're scary and they're weird and mysterious, but in a bad way. Not mysterious like you want to know them. Just mysterious like you want to run away. I'm really scared. I'm not even kidding. Like, what am I reading right now? What am I doing for you? Guys, she was just like, you hated my dad, blah blah blah, want to be awkward for me to be around. And he was like, I don't see your father when I look at you. And then he just became really weird, because it says his eyes darken and I watch as he rubs his thumb across the inside of his hand before he balls into a fist. And you don't have to call me uncle, he says. I'm not really anywhere, right? It's gonna happen. So awkward. I'm really scared. Yeah. One phone call, a couch seat, and 4 days later it finally occurs to me, I don't know these people. I'm so... What is this? Why am I reading this? Hi, it's the day after. I am now 42% in Credence, and let me tell you that this book makes me really, really uncomfortable. I can't believe I'm reading this right now. I'm just like, I want to rip my eyeballs out. I want to scream, to cry. I am traumatized by this. What is that? I just can't even believe a book like this can be published. I mean, I'm only 42% in, you tell me, but this is already a whole experience. What is going on in this book? Everything is so weird. It makes me really uncomfortable. There are some things that make me really uncomfortable in this book. I feel like I'm reading The Big Out, but in like the other way around. Like, it's a girl who is in a house full of men. So it's weird, and really the atmosphere is overwhelming, and it makes me anxious all the time, because it's supposed to be her family. I know it's not her family, but she calls Jake uncle. There's a scene in this book, I swear, I thought I was gonna puke. I was like, it's not happening. She's not saying that right now. She was, ugh, makes me so uncomfortable. She has 3 choices, I guess. Like, these are Jake, but I feel like Jake is the no way choice. Then there is Noah, who is like the safe choice, so I feel like it won't be him. And then there is Caleb. And now I think Caleb is the most interesting character in this book, and this is the main reason why I keep reading it. Whenever I'm reading, my eyes are like drifting through the page looking for Caleb. I feel like he's the most interesting character, but don't get me wrong, he's really weird. First time you see him, you're like, what is going on? I swear when I read this, I was like, is that a joke? It's not happening, right? It just can't be happening right now. Yeah, well, it happened. For now, it's the book I hate the most. You can't write this. You just can't write this. Remember when I told you that this made me think of The Shining? Well, there's a Shining reference in there. Guys, I think I'm a genius. Tiernan, I don't know her name. Don't ask me. She just said that her mom said the 3rd boyfriend is the good one. And she said, lust, learn, and love. The first man is a crush. It's lust for attention, for danger, to feel special. So I said the first one was Jake. Then she said the second is to learn about yourself. My father forgets the food he's chewing as he gapes at her. Obviously, because he knows he's the first choice. So the second is to learn about yourself. Your first crush has been crushed. You're sad, but most of all you're angry enough to not let it happen again. Wait, I'm just so I kind of like, I feel like she cannot choose. Will she choose Noah? I hope no. I don't really like Noah. I mean, he's fine, but I prefer Caleb. Number 2 is to be used in a way. And number 3, love when the lessons of your weakness with number 1 and your selfishness with number 2 sink in and you find a medium. When you know who you are and you're ready to welcome everything he is. Now, I feel like welcome everything he is more Caleb. Because Caleb is more mysterious and difficult in some ways. He's not easy. I feel like Noah is the easy one because he's just nice, cool, funny, flirty, all of that. Caleb is cold. He just keeps staring at her all the time, but he never talks. He doesn't talk. So I think number 3 love is Caleb. Now, if I'm right, guys, I'm a genius. We just learned something about Caleb. I mean, we just learned something about Caleb and Tiernan. I'm gonna spoil you guys. We don't care, right? Just spoiler alert. We just learned that Caleb was actually sleeping with Tiernan every single night, but not in like a bad way. He was just trying to stop her nightmares, and it worked. It worked because of Caleb. I'm dying. I am now 78% into the book and a lot of things happened. There was a fight between Tiernan and Caleb, and then he left. And when he left, he did that. And apparently in this book, they say that it's sign language and it means mine. He's so in love with her and he doesn't know how to tell her. Oh my god. I'm 80% in. It's such a shame because I think this book could have been great if there was not so much smut and weird smut and all these relationships between the characters. I think it would have been amazing as just Tiernan and Caleb's love story, but everything around messes it up and now it's bad. But now I'm just like looking at the pages and I'm like, oh my god, that's so good. But then I remember all the other things that were so bad and I'm like, oh, it's so bad but it's so good. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? I'm just gonna cry right now. I hate it here. I hate the fact that this book was so painful, but the story between Tiernan and Caleb was so pretty. Do you know, when the title is explained at some point in the book, well, I've reached that point and I'm not okay. I just love him so much. I think he's gonna talk to her. If he speaks, I'm gonna lose it all. I'm gonna cry. Guys, I'm crying. I just can't believe it. It hurts. It hurts so much. I'm not done yet. I'm hoping for a happy ending. I'm on chapter 35 and I'm so sad. He spoke. He spoke. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm just gonna die. I just finished Credence. How can a book be so bad and so good at the same time? Like, it's so infuriating. I'm considering buying this book just to find Caleb again. I love him so much. I'm gonna sleep and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello. It's the day after my breakdown. Am I okay? Probably not, because I've been thinking about this book the whole morning and it hurts. I didn't think it was possible to hate and love a book as much as I did with this one. We really have an enemies to lovers relationship because I hated it, and then the last 30% I was like, I love it. I love it. It's such a shame that such a beautiful love story is written in a book that is so gross. Like, it's gross, guys. I mean, I feel like it's not secret to anyone that it's one of the spiciest book ever. It's the spiciest book that I've ever read in my life. But was it good? No. It was like gross smut. So I think the smut was so useless. I feel like the smut didn't bring anything to the story apart from the story of the Caleb, but I feel like it didn't bring that much to the story. So a bit less would have been great, because there was a lot of smut and a lot of gross smut. I think that traumatized me. But then I loved the love story and I loved Caleb. I think Caleb is one of the most interesting characters in this book. I loved his development. Would I recommend this book? I think not, because I think it's a very triggering book, and if you're easily triggered, you shouldn't read this book. I don't get triggered a lot, but even I was reading that and I was like, ooh. Anyways, but I give it 3 stars because no matter what, I loved the love story. And this morning, as I told you, I was just constantly thinking about it and be like, my babies, I'm gonna miss them. So today I am going to start Corrupt. I hope they're not gonna fuck up a beautiful love story for Weird Smart. I will be pissed off if it happens. Bye, and I see you when I start it Corrupt. I'm scared. Okay guys, so I started Corrupt last night and I only read 1 chapter. I'm currently reading the 2nd chapter, and well, little update. So the girl's name is Rika and the boy's name, I'm assuming the boy's name is Michael. Then there is his brother Trevor, who was dating Erika. He is weird. I don't like Trevor. We haven't seen Michael a lot, to be honest, but obviously he's like very tall and he's a basketball player. And 3 years ago something happened between Michael and Rika. I'm currently reading the 2nd chapter and this is 3 years ago, so we're gonna know what happened. I'm excited, so this is why I wanted to tell you. Also, she has like a scar on her neck and Trevor wants her to hide it, and she had the scar in her father's car accident when he died. That's the news. Everyone in the school is like, they're here, they're here, they're here, and just like, who is here? Who is here? And now people are coming and this is ridiculous, guys. I don't know if I want to laugh or if it's supposed to be really serious and that you're supposed to be scared, but also it's in Thunderbird and I think it's where Punk 57 takes place. Okay, I locked my gaze on the blood red mask covering the face of the one always in the lead, a little more than the others. Michael Christ, Trevor's older brother. Guys, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. I feel like they're like a gang or mafia from the way it's described, because they're ruling everything in Thunder Bay. So you're telling me the only thing that happened between the 2-3 years ago was just him looking at her and her looking at him? Okay, wait, no, I think there's something more. Someone asked Michael, it'd be a long night, did you see anyone you liked? And he said maybe, and then Kai said, dude, I dare you, she's beautiful, but wait until she's legal. Michael says, I try. A year did her a lot of good too. She's getting harder not to notice. Okay. Also, I forgot to tell you, but Erika is moving away. She's moving to Meriden City, and it is close to where Michael lives and very far away from Trevor. Okay, wait guys, I think she's living in the same complex as Michael, because the man said there were 22 floors, am I right? Yeah. And he told her that she was living on the 21st floor. They went into the elevator and then she just sees only 21 floors. And so she's like, well, you told me there were 22 floors. And he said, yeah, but that full house is only 1 residence and he has his own private elevator across the lobby. It's him, it's him. Well, if you want one advice out of this video, is do not read Penelope Douglas's books in public. It's not safe. It's not, trust me. Oh my god, I was just reading and I thought like, I don't want to look suspicious, so I just kept on reading and I was like, I'm just gonna, you know, put my Kindle down in the most innocent way. But the hairdresser came behind me and I was just like, do not look at my Kindle. Do not look at my Kindle. There was the word written in big letters in this. But I read, and I can tell you that what happened 3 years ago is not just an icon tag. A lot of things happened 3 years ago between them, and what I like about this book is that you get to know Michael's point of view. Guys, I'm reading and do you remember when I taught you that Corrupt was taking place in Thunder Bay, where Pink 57 took place as well? Well, I now realize that there is a connection between the 2 books and this is so satisfying. There is William Grayson III, grandson of Senator Grayson. He's Misha's cousin, right? I remember him in Punk 57. Like, we actually see William in Punk 57. Hello guys, it's another day. I didn't read a lot yesterday and I didn't read a lot today. I am 46% in Corrupt and I must say something. I'm not a big fan of flashbacks chapters, and this whole book is centered around an event that happened 3 years ago. So obviously there are a lot of flashback chapters and it's killing me, to be honest. Like, the chapters are actually good, but I don't like being cut off in the present. To go back 3 years ago, to then be cut off, to go back to the present, if that makes sense. And it's kind of pissing me off. So it's really hard to keep reading, but I'm doing it. And I actually quite like it for now. I'm still not really sure about Michael because he really wants to hurt Erika. I don't really understand. We know why he wants to hurt her, but it's like obvious he likes her. He's like, I don't care about losing her. Anyways, gonna keep reading. Try not to fall asleep because I'm so tired. Guys, that's it. It's over. I just finished Corrupt. I didn't like it. I didn't like Corrupt. No! I'm so sad because that means this week ends up on a bad note. All the other books I kind of liked them, even though Punk 57 was not my favorite and Credence has some bad things happening in there, but I still liked it. But Corrupt, the ending got me smiling though. I liked it. I liked the ending, but I didn't like the characters. I wasn't emotionally attached to them. I didn't like Michael. I didn't really like the story. I might read the other books though because I'm kind of curious. I don't even know what the other books are about, but I'm still curious to read them. That means this week is over now. Let's just do a roundup of what happened. So first book I read was Punk 57. It's about two pen pals who had written to each other since like 7 years, I think. So they know each other a lot, but they've never seen each other. They live town to town, so they're really close to each other, but they've never seen each other. Misha is at a party and he sees a girl and he hears her name, and her name is Ryan, and Ryan is his pen pal. Things happened and he ends up in the same high school than hers. He knows who she is, she doesn't know who he is, and they kind of get closer to each other. And I give it 3.5 stars out of 5. I liked it. It was not my favorite. It was not amazing. Still, it was good. I would recommend it. I think it's the most normal romance book of them, and I think it would be the one that I would recommend the most to people because it's the less dark. Because then we move to Bolly. It's about Tay, who is a girl in high school and she used to be friends with Jared. One day Jared goes to his father, who he has never seen, and he goes there for the summer. He comes back from this summer changed, so cold and really distant, and he does not want to do anything with Tay again, and he becomes her bully. I give it 4 stars out of 5. I absolutely adored it. It's a bit darker than Punk 57. I feel like Jared was a bit less messed up than Misha, but the whole story was a bit darker than Punk 57, I think. I would definitely recommend this book as well because I absolutely loved it. Jared is amazing, no matter the title. He's not really a bully, he's amazing. Next book I read was Credence. It's about Tiernan, who just lost her parents. So she goes to her father's brother's house for the winter, and in the winter roads are closed, so there's no way out. She has to stay in this house the whole winter, locked with her father's stepbrother and his 2 sons. Yeah, what you're imagining right now, it happened. Totally. Give it 3 stars out of 5. It ruined my life to give it 3 stars, but I was like, I can't give it 2 stars. I cried so much on this book. I think this is the book I would recommend the less because it's the darkest one. It's really, is it the darkest one? Maybe not. I think Corrupt is the darkest one. I feel like Credence has really dark moments in this, like really weird, gross moment, and if you're easily triggered, do not read this book. Do not read this book. There's like age gap relationship, threesome with brothers. So yeah, do not read this if you're not really comfortable with that kind of things. I read it and was like, cringy. But the love story in this is worth every cringe. But this book is really, really touchy. If you're not comfortable with smut, obviously do not read this. at all. Do not read it. And then I read Corrupt. Corrupt is about Erika who's going to college far from her mother and far from Trevor's family. Trevor who is her ex-boyfriend. She has always been into his brother Michael, and guess what? She goes to college in the same town Michael is living in. Oh, and 3 years ago something happened. And Michael is really pissed off about this thing. I did not really like this book. I think I might give it 2 stars or 1 star. I just feel like 1 star is so rough. I don't want to be this mean, you know. I think it was the darkest romance out of these 4 because Michael really wanted to hurt Rika. There was no like, oh, but maybe I don't want to. No, he was like, I'm gonna ruin her life. And that was so creepy. Obviously, it changes throughout the book, but still, it was like a big part of the book that was really hard for me to be like, I ship them. It was just not healthy at all. And Rika is not healthy as well, to be honest. Like, they're both very unhealthy, so they kind of like match, you know. I've kind of come across some recurrences in this book, so I thought I might share them with you just as a matter of fact. What you can expect from Penelope Douglas's book. First thing that you can expect is a lot of smut and really detailed smut, you know. So if you're not comfortable with this, do not read this. If you're comfortable with this, do read this. Credence is really intense. It just telling you, like, I think like 50% of the book is just smut, and that's just it. No plot, just smut. I feel like there is a skill in Penelope Douglas's plot. The girl is always blonde, just like them. She's always blonde. The girl is always blonde. So I feel like the girl is always written in the same way. There are a lot of similarities between Tay, Ryan, Tiernan, and Erika. They're kind of the same. Really headstrong girls. It's always kind of the same. And the boy is always kind of the same. Caleb is the only one who I thought was different from all the others. Otherwise, they're kind of the same. All of the characters. There's also a really repetitive theme in their books, and that is the you're mine, you're ours. The boy's like, you're mine. And this is like this really huge possessiveness that the boy has over the girl. It's like, I don't want you to talk to this guy, I don't want you to do this. So yeah, there's this theme that is coming over and over again in their books. I've complained a lot about this. The playlist. I've noticed that music takes a very important place in their books. It's always there. There's always a mention of what music is playing right now. There's just always a mention of music in their books, which I think is still interesting because it gets you to know more about the characters and more about the mood of the book. I know that's interesting, but here we are, just a few facts that I'm giving to you. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you went through the entire thing alive. I think it's like a very long video. I'm very sorry, just me rambling about all the books that I've read. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this week, honestly. I laughed, I cried, I cringed. But yeah, that was a really cool week. I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy to have discovered all these characters and Caleb especially. You know, I hope you liked this video as much as I loved filming it. If you want me to do this video with another author, well, just let me know in the comments. I would be very pleased to do it. I have some ideas of authors I want to read the books of. Just be ready, you know. I hope this video helped you if you wanted to read Penelope Douglas's books, or if you read them and you laughed with me. Well, that was fine. That was cool. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will leave you here, I think, because I think you've seen my face a bit too much now. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!